Look, I'm unstoppable. Forget your defense, nothing but an obstacle. Run it back, switch it up, call it audible. Serving up them Hail Marys till the game over with the showstopper. So hot, you gotta blow on it. I said I'll huff and I'll puff, then I'll pass to my left while I'm looking to my right. Hit him right in the chest. It be looking like magic, better give me the throne. I ain't talking about Patrick, but I rep my home. I'm never at the end of my zone. I'm bad to the bone, eating up these pigs.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the Texans Fan Battle Podcast. I'm your host today, Matthew Briggs, and with me as always, my A1 since day one, Mr. Crenshaw. Say what's up to the folks.
What up, though?
What up? Well, man, it has been an interesting week. Since they just broke out the news, let's start off with that. Pro Bowls, the Colts lead with 7, and the Chiefs and Chargers round up with 6. Tell me, man, who's the biggest prize? Who got the snub? Well, what's your thoughts on it?
My thoughts is the names that everybody knows. If you ask, any regular person is on a Pro Bowl. So yeah, a lot of folks got snubbed because there's other guys that's eating just as good as them, but they're not going to get in unless it's an injury or something like that. But like it's just how I thought it was going to be, for everybody. Herbert, Mahomes, maybe Lamar was a surprise, but I mean,
yeah, down here.
Yeah, he had a down year, but with the he did have them, first place for a while. So I guess I understand that right there. But I think the biggest.
Did he have a better year than Joe Burrow?
Yeah, no, he didn't, because Joe Burrow, especially the team he's on, he should have got in over him. Yeah, Joe Burrow definitely should have got in over him. Like, I don't know, when did they stop doing a voting? They must have stopped a couple of weeks back, and that's how the voting went. Because if it was all the way up until last Sunday, then Lamar shouldn't have got in, or Kyler Murray shouldn't have got in. Because the last 3 weeks, maybe almost a month, Kyler Murray's been hurt and not playing well. So it must have stopped way before that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I kind of see why the Colts have the most 7. They're catching fire right now. I'm not gonna be, I'm gonna be honest. If I was any NFL team playing in the playoffs, I wouldn't want to play against the Colts. Seems like they have everything clicking, especially with Jonathan Taylor. I can definitely see why he made the Pro Bowl. He's having an MVP caliber season, so it's gonna be interesting once it comes, because of you got COVID, you got the Super Bowl, you got injuries. We still got 3 weeks left.
Yeah, 3 weeks left.
So a lot can happen in due time. So speaking of COVID, man, seems like everybody and their mama's getting it.
I know.
They need to stay at home or something. Texans are at 18 now, with Brandon Cooks, Fairbairn, Wilson. The Chiefs, I saw on the news this morning, are at 10, and then they're getting hit hard. It's their best players too.
Mm-hmm.
So, tell me, do you cancel games? Do you stop the season, or do you just let it roll?
I mean, at this point, you gotta let it roll. If it was beginning of the season, you could stop it. But I mean, this is the risk that everybody had when the season started. That players gonna get COVID. We're not canceling games this year. We'll push them back, but we're not going to cancel them. So I say keep going, and that goes to show how great of a team you are. Can you win when your best player is not playing? So I mean, I like it. I like it right now. Just go out there and play. Next man up. I think the reason why I like it because it gives players on the practice squad chance to shine and get them a roster spot for next year because the guys on the practice squad they usually don't really get no shine unless it's some injuries. So right now, it could be a diamond in the rough, a running back or a tight end, a wide receiver, So
or a
that part
linebacker.
right there, like linebacker, yeah, you just never know who's on the practice squad that's pretty good, but they just didn't get a fresh shot because they didn't a good a big name school or their stats in college wasn't that good as the other his other peers around them.
Right. Uh, I'm a agreement with you. It's just like an injury. It's just like getting the regular flu. Um, is next man up. I mean, if you got injured, your whole team got injured. You're gonna pause the season. No, you gotta keep it going. So yeah, it's a different type, but it's somewhat as an injury. So we're going, you still got to move forward, and you still got to play games. Like I said, and next man up type of deal. So, uh, well, let's start off. Worst game. What's the most game that you were disappointed on?
Man, okay, it's like I say, well, I got a worst game, but I got two worst teams, and I think the worst game was the Saints and the Bucks. That game was horrible. I mean, 9-0, man, and that was a primetime game, so that made it even worse. And the worst team got to go to Bucks because you can't have that offense. You can have that offensive coordinator who wants to be a coach next year put up 0 points. And the next worst team, I got to go with Arizona Cardinals. You don't score a touchdown. I don't. Did they? No, I don't think they scored. I think they got all field goals. You don't score a touch. I don't know. Wait. No, they did score a touchdown. They scored a touchdown on Detroit. Man, you can't let Detroit put up 30 and beat you. Now, for the Texans' sake, it was good, but Texans won. We'll get into that later. But yeah, I got to go with the Cardinals, and then the worst got to go with the Bucks and the Saints. Man, 9-0, man. Golly, like if we did that, it would have been talked about. But they do it. It's like, oh, okay. They had their number. Nah, man, that game was bad.
um, I have to go with the Browns, man. Like you're winning most of that game, and the lose out 14-16. You gotta close the deal, especially this time of the year. It's crunch time. It's nose to the dirt, and it's do nothing but win. You gotta do everything you can to win. And to me, man, they fell completely flat. Yeah, very very disappointing. I know COVID. I know but like we said, next man up. You
Yes,
know what I
man.
mean?
Up, yeah.
So, uh, well, let's switch to the other side. What game impressed you the most, or what
Well,
team?
let me go back to what you said about the Browns. I'm kind of liking that they're losing and they don't make the playoffs, just to show people how they was all on the bandwagon last year. Oh, the Browns are back. The Browns are here to stay. They got a great roster. Blah 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 blah. And one season, so one playoff in 20 some years, and now they're back to being the Browns again. And it just, just telling people, hey, the Texans not as bad as y'all think because when we make the playoffs, we come back the following year and make the playoffs again. So, but I gotta say, the most exciting, gotta go with the Thursday night football game, man. Kansas City and the Chargers, man. That was a real good game. Good scouting game because that's what we played this week. But
Why
hey,
not get
man,
the field goals, man? You gotta take the points. You
gotta take the
gotta
points,
take the
man.
points. I get
Gotta
it. You're
take the
playing the
points.
Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. You need all the advantage you can take, but if you kick the field goals, you win the game.
Hmm.
Simple as that. You gotta take the points.
Yeah, they had Travis Kelsey out there having career. I don't know if that was a career high or not, but he had almost 200 yards. And I mean, it's like you not know
Three
this man is
touchdowns, I
wide
think.
open. He had
Yeah,
2 touchdowns,
he
and
does that.
that long one, 69 yards, man. I mean, he just wide open in the middle of the field and just outrunning everybody, man. This guy, I know he run like a 5'6", so how you can catch this guy, man?
Yeah, the
But
dude is a monster, though, man. I mean,
yeah, he is a monster, man. He know how to get open, man. He's like a Jason. What's his name? Played for the Cowboys back in the day. Jason. What's it?
Jason Witten.
Jason Witten on steroids. That's what he is. But
Yeah,
they both run. They both run similar routes. They're not fast, and but they can catch the ball and get open and everything. So that's what he is to me. But yeah,
uh,
that game right
to
there was
me,
pretty good.
he reminds me a lot of another former Chiefs player, and that's Tony G. I think I
Oh,
think
I
I
think
think this
Tony's more
guy is gonna go
athletic.
down. What's that?
Tony's more athletic than him, though.
I, More faster he is, but I don't. I think they're both about the same when it comes to athletics. They're both monsters, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this guy's gonna go down as the best tight end to play the game. Like this
Over
guy
Gronk?
over Gronk. Gronk misses a lot. He's always
Yeah,
out.
he's
This
always
dude,
out, but
this dude
but
never misses. You
yeah,
know,
he never misses. Yeah, true,
and
true.
he's putting up the same stats he did with Alex Smith as he did with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
Just
I
just
guess
imagine if
Gronk.
you had a Patrick Mahomes his whole career.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you could say, well, imagine if Gronk played his whole career, how
He
his
did with
numbers
Tom
would be.
Brady.
But I'm talking about all the games he missed.
Right, right,
All the games
right.
he
That's what I'm saying.
missed.
That's the only reason why I give it over Gronk is
Okay,
because
so you help.
yeah, I mean, just like J.J. Watt, man, you can't give him the best defensive player of all time because he can't stay healthy. The dude's a
Hmm.
beast on the field, but when you're not there, you can't be the best.
I
So,
think I think he missed like 3 seasons or something like that.
who Gronk or JJ?
Both,
Right, right.
both of
Well,
them.
and that's the bad thing about both of them. They're both what 6'7", oh, way over 300 pounds. I mean, that's a big boy. So
Hmm.
your body, your body has to do a lot to keep up with it. So I might get why they get hurt. But man, that Chiefs game was a good game. I hate to say it,
Yeah.
but it was a good
Hmm.
game. But I gotta go with the Niners. The Niners right now, man, they're catching fire.
Yeah, another
They
team we
might
playing.
surprise. To me, they're kind of my dark horse of the NFC. They can catch fire, and they might do the same thing they did a couple years ago and just make the Super Bowl.
Mm.
Who knows? Jimmy G's playing good. Uh, Kittle, Debo Samuel. I mean, come on,
No,
that dude's a
Debo, man.
workhorse, man. He does everything but throw the ball.
Yeah, man. Backfield on the outside slide. Yeah, man. Like I
Right
say,
up, right up the
unicorn.
middle. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
that dude's a Swiss Army knife. I mean, he does
Yep.
everything. So I gotta say those. Um, Before we jump into why we're both here, um, playoffs right around the corner. Right now, who is the winner? Who's your winner of the AFC, NFC, and who takes it all?
Oh man. I want to say Kansas City, but damn, man, you became Kansas City fatigue 3 years in a row. Oh
Yeah,
man. Let me see. Um, yeah, the coach doing okay, but I think Jonathan Taylor's going to end up getting burnt out, just like Derrick Henry got burnt out.
yeah.
So, um, I guess I still got to say Kansas City, man. God, I don't want to say them, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Kansas City, and then the only reason why I'm gonna say this team in NFC because this will help his legacy. I gotta go with Green Bay because Aaron Rodgers he made Super Bowl that once, but that was a long time ago, and
Yeah,
he ain't been
2009, right?
something like that in Dallas, and he ain't been back since. And he's had great teams. He gets to the playoffs, and he started choking. So I gotta go. I gotta go with him. Discount double check right there. That's who it should have been last year. So I'm gonna go with this year, and I'm gonna let Green Bay take it all, and then he can really retire, go ride in the sunset, retire. You ain't owe Green Bay nothing. I done gave y'all 2 rings, so all the headaches I didn't get y'all over the years, hey, it was worth it.
Right.
And then
Okay.
Devontae Adams can go
Look,
to a new team, do his thing.
Super Bowl one rematch, huh?
Yep,
Same
yep.
outcome. Okay. Okay. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Spicy. All right.
What you got?
I got okay. So there's always the things you say you can count on, right? And that's death and taxes. Well, there's one people forget, and that's Bill Belichick in the playoffs. Don't count that man out. I got Patriots out of AFC, and I'm gonna say the Rams out of NFC. McVay's
Hmm.
been there. He knows what it does to take to get there. I got those two, and I got Bill Belichick saying, "Look, I can win one without Brady." Bill Belichick wins his 8th ring.
The only way I see New England get the Super Bowl is if they got home field advantage. I don't think they're going to get home field advantage, so it's going to run through Kansas City. And they had home field advantage, yeah. But in the playoffs, teams going to make Mac Jones beat them, and I don't think Mac Jones could beat them in the playoffs. It looks good right now, but in the playoffs, they're going to make your quarterback going to have to show up. That's the reason why Lamar always loses. That's why Baker Mayfield lost last year. These guys not good enough to get you there. Same thing with Tennessee. They lost. Ryan Tannehill is not good enough to get them there, and it looks good in the regular season, but for its playoffs, nah.
See,
So that's on.
we got a comment that said Cooper Cup MVP. I mean, dude's making a name for himself. I'll tell you that. Um,
I'll say offensive player of the year, but not MVP.
no, yeah. MVP is a quarterback award. Um, if Jonathan Taylor doesn't win this, there's no hope for no position other than quarterback. It's just how it is. But going back, kind of what you were talking about, I get what you're saying, but they beat a divisional rival and a tough division rival in the Bills with Mac Jones. I think he only threw the ball 3 times. Three
Mm-hmm.
times. I mean, I get it. He can't do that every game, but Bill Belichick, man, you can't count him out. He's the GOAT for a reason. Everybody can
Yeah.
say Vince Lombardi all they want, but come on, man, you got Phil Collins and you got Bill Belichick. I mean,
Well,
I'm
yeah.
Phil,
Whenever
Phil Collins, Phil Jackson, but I mean, come on,
he said Phil Collins,
yeah,
but whenever he retired, they kind of named a trophy after him.
you got to, you got, you
They
got.
got named after him. Yeah, he is that good. It just like I said, I don't. Bill Belichick has never made Super Bowl of my knowledge on the road. He's always, oh well, I'm lying. Kansas City, they beat Kansas City on the road.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they should have lost the game, but he was offsides. D4 was offsides right there,
Right.
but I mean, that'll be something. I mean, that'll be something if they make it and the Bucks make it. That'll be something. That'll be like probably one of the greatest storylines of all time, right there.
Okay, I don't say this a lot, but I'm gonna say this. If that happens, the NFL's rigged. You need to change it to the NFL WWE. Like there's a storyline. Like you were there to sell tickets. Could it happen? Possibly,
It's
but
possible.
yeah, there's only one people that really, really want that, and that's the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Sales. So, well, man, let's get to it. On my birthday in Jacksonville, playing for the #1 spot because, like you said earlier, the Lions go does nobody thought they were going to do, and that's upset the Cardinals.
Yeah.
And what did the Texans do? They get the win. What is you doing? 30-16. Like, we're supposed to tank, right? We're supposed to lose. When an NFL team fires their coach middle of the season, they win the games 87% of the time. Come on, Houston. Like, what? What are you doing?
Yeah,
Talk
man.
me down from the ledge, Chris Hall. What?
I mean, you know, we both want them to tank, but damn, man, when you get that W, feel good though. When you get that W,
It does, but
I mean, we swept them again. That's 4 years in a row that we swept that team,
it's just
and
17.
it's just crazy how people just say so much crazy stuff. Like they just better. Like coming into the season, they said it was better than us, and that team isn't good, man. I mean, I'm not mad about the win because right now we still got a top three pick. Top three pick still going to land you a great player. Um, I was happy for Mills. Show Mills could play a little bit. He threw a little interception, but hey, that's okay. That's what we want. We want to push the ball down the field. I like
Can,
he's
can
feeding
we
Cooks.
can we talk about that real quick?
What's up?
What is? Tell me, you are more with the people down there. What is with the Mills hate so much? I
Oh,
don't seem to get it. The dude has
well,
the back against the wall, and he's proving everybody wrong, and they still hate the guy.
they hate the guy because first of all, they don't want a white guy to take over their brother's spot. They don't want him to be the successor. They like that's the only that's the thing. They don't want him to be a successor. If Mills was playing for the Giants, he would be talk of the town. Look how they hyped up Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is trash, but they hyped up Daniel Jones like he was the next great this, next great that. So our media plus our fans ride with Deshaun. So they're gonna hate and hate and hate on Mills. Like, oh, he did this in garbage time. Like Deshaun didn't do the same stuff in garbage time. They don't never bring up his garbage time stuff, but they bring up Mills' garbage time stuff. So that's what it is, man. They don't want the white boy to succeed the brother. And to me, that's crazy. If he can play, let him play. If he succeeds, that's good for the team on the future wise because I mean you're not paying a quarterback a lot of money. You can use that pick on another quarterback or other players to build around the guy. I don't understand. Okay, do you want this team to win or you want this team to just be on poverty just their whole entire life? So I don't get it.
And
But but it's just crazy that we had 3 wins. Last year we won 4, and they said the team this year is worse. So me personally, I'm kind of want them at least win 5 games. Because they win 5 games, and you do this without Deshaun, then what can people say now?
it's
Because that
possible. I
it's
mean,
possible because they could
right?
win Sunday, and they probably could beat Tennessee. They might not beat the 49ers, but they probably beat Tennessee, and they get 5 wins right there.
Because the way it's looking like it's looking like Tennessee is going to have to if they make the playoffs, they're going to have to rest everybody. We're not going to make the playoffs. We're not going to rest nobody.
Hmm.
So I'm not. That could be a win right there. And you're right. This Charger team's a real good team, but let's be honest. They sit the bed a lot. They sit the
Hmm.
bed a lot. So, um, but going back to the. Sorry to interrupt you. But going back to that game, you mentioned about Mills' interception. We got a comment that said that the receiver's effort on that pick was terrible. We agree.
Yeah.
Okay, then that makes two of us. Yeah, the people that said that Mills had a horrible game, obviously didn't watch the game, or is this the Mills hater, or just ignorant. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, the guy he had what 230 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Yeah, yeah, the 92 something QBR.
Right.
I just don't like I said, I just don't get it. Like, how can Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence are franchise guys, and he's outplayed both of them. Justin Fields got, I think he got 22 turnovers. 22 turnovers. How the hell a quarterback has 22 turnovers, interceptions, and fumbles, man? And
Um,
the way he's playing, he's not gonna last long, taking all these hits and everything. And Trevor Lawrence ain't throwing a touchdown in what, 7 weeks, something like that.
so I'll see your Trevor Lawrence and your Justin Fields, and I'll raise you a Mac Jones. He's doing better than Mac Jones, and
He's
he
doing
has
better
the
than Mac
greatest
Jones.
coach of all time.
Yep. Good
Like,
run game, good line to back up. If Mills had a line to back him up, man, it'll make the game so much easier for him. But since he have no offensive line, so I mean he got to think faster, his reads and everything. And his reading got better. He used to stare down one side, so his reading got better. The defense got better as well. So, so as the season went on, defense turned did a 360, and Mills has did a 180. Not a 360, he did a 180 on his vision and this, decision making and everything. But
must have lost you there, Kershaw. But yeah, man, I agree with you. Mills, he had a heck of a game. Cooks, I don't get it. He he's like T.Y. Hilton when T.Y. Hilton plays the uh when he plays the Texans. He just has a monster game. There you are. What were you saying again? Didn't mean to cut you off. What were you saying?
I didn't forget now.
Well,
No, I was just saying Mills his vision got better, his decision making got better. I was saying the defense got better as well. And if he had a run game like Mac Jones had, the game would be way slowed down for him. So I like it.
yeah, I agree. And plus, he's doing this with Tim Kelly. We
Tim freaking Kelly.
My name says it all. Cancel Tim Kelly. Get
Get
rid
him
of
out
the
of here.
dude. Right. So this year, you cannot say he's a bust or anything yet. I'm not saying he's the next coming Deshaun Watson. I'm not saying he's the next Matt Schaub. But I'm not saying he's a bust. I'm not saying get rid of him. Give him one more year with a legit OC with weapons. Build around Cooks. Build this offensive line. Get him a running game. I mean, he can. At the press conference, when they're like, "Hey, how's it feel to have a run game?" He's like, "Oh, I just did with." Look, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it like he does. Get him a fucking running game. Like, what? What are you doing? Like, the dude needs it. He has no help at all. The defense, okay. Oh, they're gonna run it here and then they're gonna throw it here. I mean, that's simple. He can't do no bootlegs. He can't do no play actions. I mean, he's stuck
Yeah, he's stuck. Yeah, I don't think they had 100-yard rusher all year, huh?
at all.
Damn.
Not once. And this perfect right here. No need to hurry at the QB position when this team has so many holes.
Yeah.
Fix it while you have somebody that can get the job done. You have 3 wins. Build from it.
Yep.
So, but like I was saying, when you cut out, man, I don't know what it is with Brandon Cooks. He's like T.Y. Hilton when he plays the Texans. He just has a heyday against the Jaguars. The dude was a monster, and I'm so glad to see a screen finally work like when it's supposed to.
Finally worked.
We throw 90 screens and one finally gets a touchdown. Like, I don't know if I was more excited that we got a touchdown or the screen finally worked. It was, it was crazy. So
You know what else is crazy on Brandon Cooks? Okay, so since the trade, I think D Hop has like a little over 1,900 yards, 14 touchdowns. Brandon Cooks has 2,100 yards and 11 touchdowns since the trade.
really,
And D Hop making 28 mil, Cooks making what, 8 mil, something like that.
Well, I've been saying this all year long. He's the most underrated receiver in the league.
Yeah,
Hands down.
he's 180 yards away from averaging 1,000 yards every year of his career. 180 yards away. He's
Oh,
50
and he
some
was
yards away. He's 50 some yards away from getting 1,000 yards this year with our offense. We got the last offense in the league. Not much average 15 points a game, and he's still going to manage to get 1,000 yards if he plays. Because right now he's on the COVID list, so
right.
hopefully he gets in one of these next 3 games so he can get over, get over that 1,000 or whatever. But yeah, he's
Um,
definitely underrated.
yeah, and like you said, he had you don't know who you're going to have at quarterback this year. You have a horrible offensive coordinator. So to do all this with that against you, that tells you. I mean, I was all for trading Brandon Cooks for draft picks this offseason, but I don't know, man. I'm still torn. I think we probably
Yeah,
should keep him.
yeah. And then he be open. He just got to give him the ball. He be open like this guy really could have 1,500 yards every year,
Uh,
because he be open.
I seen a stat Sunday on third down. Oh, not even on third down. Every time he's on the slant and the ball is thrown to him, he gets a first down 96% of the time.
Mm.
Every time he's throwing a slant. So, you know,
See,
that's
that's the reason why they gotta if they feed Nico more, and so defenses could be aware of who he is. Then okay, now Brandon Cooks gonna start getting one-on-ones over there. So now, teams can't just double him up right there. So they got to start, feeding these guys. The run game not working, so just throw the ball, feed them, feed them, feed them, let them eat.
yeah, yeah. I agree with you. Well, any last takes of the game before we move on to the Los Angeles
Yes.
Chargers? Oh, I
Um,
like it. I like it. What was it?
my bold take came true. Special teams touchdown,
You're right.
and he was player special teams player of the week. So congrats to him.
Yeah, mine did. Beverly
And
Jordan did.
and and he signed a new contract for 1 year, so he signed a new contract, get a touchdown, player of the week. Oh, he had him a great little week right there.
He almost busted another one. Did you see that? He had like another
Another
46.
long, yeah, another long
Yeah,
one. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And the
I was
one he
like,
buzzed,
all right, all right.
yeah, and the one he buzzed, I'm like, dang, I thought he was gonna get him down. He got through all that traffic right there.
Yeah,
So
that
that's
was.
that's that's pretty good right there. For a DB, because he's not even a regular kick returner. He's just a DB and out there running like that. That's good right there.
Yeah. So, moving to the Chargers at Arrowhead at NRG. I'm all over the place today, man. Phil Collins at Arrowhead, trash. But at NRG, they're fighting for playoffs. So break it down from what do you expect to happen, what do you want to happen, and the band battle bowl take of the game.
Well, my bold take: Nico Collins is going to get his first 100-yard game and a touchdown.
Oh, I like it. All right, all right.
Yeah, that's my bold take. And my next bold take: we're going to win this game. We're gonna win this game. Chargers are gonna have a hangover from last week, and they're gonna overlook us because they're still fighting for their playoff spot. And I think Pep is going to tell Lovey some things that he's seen from Herbert that they could take advantage of, and I think that's going to help him out. And Herbert's going to turn over the ball a couple of times in this game. Then they don't have a run game because they star running back is not playing. So give us the win, the score. Don't know, but I just say we get the dub.
Okay. Oh, I like that. I like it. Spicy, man. I like it. All right. Eating some flaming hot Cheetos over there, are you, huh?
Hey,
Man. Man, I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be one of those um, impressive games. Where you're like, "Fuck, this was a good game." Kind of like Thursday, where there was this. back and forth. I think the Chargers end up taking it 27-23. But here's my bold take. Davis Mills has over 300 passing yards and 2 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Okay, so like he did against New England.
Yeah. He start
Yeah,
to this Sunday is going to be the set in stone of the quarterback he can be, barring any hands in Tim Kelly. If the second half doesn't happen like it always does, I think I think this is going to be a new Davis Mills. He start. Maybe it's just me, and correct me if I'm wrong, but uh, the last couple games he's starting to get his confidence. He's
yeah,
starting.
it's slowing down for him. He's definitely getting his confidence. But I like what you said because if he can average what you just said, what you said, 300, how many yards?
320.
I think if he could do 320 in the next 3 games, he might. I think that's 3,000 yards for the season. I might be wrong. He might need a little bit more. But if he get 3,000 yards for the season after not, just coming off the bench, third round pick, didn't think he's going to play, that's a good rookie year, man. 3,000 yards, and hopefully could get him,
Hey, missed
maybe
half of the season.
16 touch. Yeah, miss half the season. If he could get 3,000 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 10 picks, something like that. That's a good season right there, man. You can
That's a
build
Baker
on that.
Mayfield season, isn't it?
That's a Baker Mayfield season. Yeah, man. If you just take away that Bills game, take away those 4 picks, his picks is not that high of the season. Because right now, I think he got what, 8 picks, 9 picks, something like that. I think he got 9 picks. Take away that Bills game, he got 5 picks, man. So he 10 touchdowns, 5 picks. That's 2-1 right there. That's not bad, man. A
Yeah.
lot of stuff. He was scared. Beginning of the season, he was scared. He had happy feet. He didn't know what to do. But at home, he plays better. So that's the only reason why I say that this game and the last game they'll win because he plays better at home than he does on the road. So
And let's be honest, like we said earlier, the comment speaks for itself. That interception last week wasn't on him. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it there, but it was a great jump by the receiver. Not by the receiver, but by the cornerback. It was a great jump. Campbell jumped the ball perfectly. But like this comment says, the receiver just stood there and watched it. He didn't help break it up. He didn't help, you know what I mean? He could have helped not get that pick. So, I mean, yes, he gets credit that interception, but you're right. I mean, he's starting to find his groove, and I like this one too as well. This is not lie. He's picking up the blitz a lot better.
yeah, he's throwing off his back foot, but he's picking it up. He's throwing the back foot, so he's running them. It's like a prayer.
Not even throwing off your back foot. There was 2 plays, and I'm glad they finally mentioned it too. The broadcast mentioned it. He's audible when he's seeing the blitz. He's audible. That's what you're supposed to do as a quarterback. When you see the blitz coming, pre-snap, audible the play. If you knew it's not going to work, audible. And he's doing it. He's learning. That's what you want as a quarterback. I mean, Deshaun Watson wasn't even better his rookie year.
Well, I mean, he's already played more games than Deshaun his rookie year, so he got Deshaun beat on that right there. Deshaun just had a couple of, well, not a couple, maybe all his game was electrifying. He had, electrifying games. No, see, like he was flashy, so that's the reason why people are gonna say, oh, well, his rookie year was better because he was just flashy. We was putting up 56 points, 30-some points, 40-some points, and Mills. I think Mills got over 30 once since he's been a quarterback. So if Mills could finish these last couple of games at 30, that's something to build off as well. If Mills could if Mills could win 2 more games, he'll win the same amount of games Deshaun won as a rookie too. Deshaun won 3. He went 3-3 like that. So like I say, he can play. He just need time, and going to next year, if he's quarterback one, he get the first team reps and everything. I don't really. I mean, like the team do got holes, but I don't think they're that far away to get back into playoff.
Depth,
You know,
depth.
you know what I'm
That's what
saying?
we need. Depth.
They're not that far away because the AFC is not as good as we thought it was going to be. Our division, man. I mean, Tennessee next year they're gonna have a big makeover next year, man, because the Julio experiment didn't work. We don't know how Henry's gonna come back from his injury, and Ryan Tannehill is Ryan Tannehill. Only one on the offense still is gonna be reliable is AJ Brown,
But
and
you don't
then
really know what you're going to get out of him either. Because let's
that's
be
true.
honest, ever since he had that surgery last year, he hasn't been that good.
Yeah, it's been that good. Yeah, it's been that good. And then the Jags gonna be the Jags. They gonna always be beneath us. So all you read about is the Colts. Now the Colts Carson Wentz, he would be a free agent, right?
You know, they worked out a deal. He had, I think, 2 or 3 more years.
Okay. Well, I say Carson Wentz, he's not gonna make mistakes. So they're gonna the way they plan now, they're gonna keep doing it. They're probably gonna draft a wide receiver in the first round to help out Pittman. So that's the team that we're gonna be chasing, just like we've been chasing them since the beginning of time. So we're gonna be chasing them right there. But you
I
know,
mean, let's be honest. Other than 2 or 3 years, it's been the Colts or the Texans in the South.
yeah,
I mean, these fans can
yeah,
get upset all about the you want at the rebuild, but it's because of one reason: you've been spoiled.
yeah,
You've been
hella spoiled.
spoiled. Yeah, so it's time to be a ride or die. You never know. Casario can do a couple picks, a couple signings, and have this team in the running 8-9, 9-8 on the cusp of a
Man,
wild card next year.
if you go back and look at the games we lost, man, we should be 7-7 right now. We should be 7-7. We should have beat New England. We should have beat Miami.
Cleveland.
We should have beat the Jets.
Yep.
That's 6 wins right there. Hell, we should have beat Carolina. We should have beat Carolina. We should have beat the Browns. If your boy don't get hurt, we beat the Browns too. So right there, that's 8 wins. I mean, so the team ain't not as bad as they seem. Like on the team that really just beat us was Rams, um,
The Colts
the Cardinals, the Colts twice, and
and
then
the Bills.
and the Bills. So that's 5 losses right there. So we should be 8-5 right now. That should be our record, man. I mean, that Miami game, come on, man. We got 4 turnovers and we lost that game. That's unheard of right there.
Yeah.
So it's team ain't that bad, man. Team ain't that bad, man. They say we're gonna win 0 or maybe 1. We got 3, so we now already beat the odds already. I don't care if we got 2 wins against Jacksonville or not. They weren't saying that when Deshaun was getting his 2 wins against Jacksonville. So let us get our 2 wins too.
Um, we get at our first episode. I say we went 4-13. One game away from mine. If we win 2, that's fine. We're still in the top 5 pick. There's still top 5. The top 5 people on the board will help this team.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Either if it's Hutch, either it's Thurdu or whatever, however you say his name, Kyle Hamilton, Derek Stingley, or Kevin Neal. Or
Now,
Kieran Neal.
if they draft Kyle Hamilton, is the fans gonna cry about him since Notre Dame is a Catholic institution? They're gonna cry about that. Oh man, you get another choir boy, or they're gonna be happy that he's on the team.
Who knows, man? It's so hard. It's so hard. Yeah, I
Man,
get it. There's every fan base has them, but sometimes you just gotta shut up, man.
yeah,
Like,
man. It, here go another one, man. You know how they say that we waste players, right? So if if Pittsburgh don't make the playoffs this year, that'll be 5 years that TJ Watt hasn't won a playoff game. So when are we going to say that they're wasting TJ Watt in Pittsburgh?
Right.
This guy has like 70 sacks already. He's gonna be one of the
Right.
greatest of all time, and you can't win a
You know,
playoff game with this guy.
right. You know, in the AFC South fan battle, the group, you got Colts all the time saying, "Oh, the Texans wasted Andre Johnson's career." You had arguably the best quarterback in NFL history, and you go to 2 Super Bowls and go and win once. That's a waste. That,
Mm-hmm.
sir, is a waste. I
And
don't care what you.
the one you won, you beat Rex Grossman.
Right, right, right. So, and then you get his predecessor, Andrew Luck, and don't even see a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
He actually retired early because of your franchise.
Mm-hmm.
What is that called? That's called
Yeah, well,
wasting
yeah,
my career.
there it is. I mean, it's yeah, like that is only happening in Houston. Okay, look at Miles Garrett. Miles Garrett is a great player. What has he done in with the Browns? Nothing, nothing. I mean, you can
Barry
go
Sanders
team
and,
for
and Calvin Johnson. I
yeah, you can
mean,
go team for team, man, team for team, and it's the same thing. I mean, if Justin Jefferson have another season like he had the last 2 seasons, the Vikings wasted him. I mean, come on, man. It's they gotta stop this crap, man. It's getting on my nerves.
and it's like I get it. They became a fan of Deshaun Watson. I did too. But when he turns your back on your team, turn it back on you. He don't care as you as a fan. So why are you still holding this man's jock strap? You're hating a kid because he's getting the starting chance, and you're hating him because, like you said, the color of his skin.
That's what it is, color of the skin. That's basically what it is.
But
Because if
if the
Mills,
roles were reversed, all hell would break loose.
yep, or if Mills was Dwayne Haskins, he won't get no hate at all. If he was Dwayne Haskins, he would get no hate at all. But they'll be rooting for Haskins. But since it's him, oh man, they let him have it, and it's not fair. It's not fair at all. It just don't make no sense.
Like
If he could play, he could play. I don't care what color the skin is. If you can play, let's ball. If you can't, go sit down.
like our buddy Jason. I don't know if you were there when he said it, but we're Houston Texans, not the Houston Deshaun's.
Yep.
So start rooting for the Texans and quit rooting for individual player.
Yeah, exactly. That player is going to be gone, retired or whatever, but the team's going to be there for life. It's going to
Like
they're going to be there.
diehard JJ Watt fan. I got his shoes in my closet right now as we speak. But when he left, I'm done. I wish him the best of luck. But he's not a Texan. Andre Johnson, the GOAT of the Texans. First jersey I ever had was Andre Johnson jersey. But he left. I get it why he left. He thought he needed to be the number one receiver. He didn't think Hopkins should have. But when he left, I wish you the best of luck. You're not a Texan no more. Sorry, man. This is how it goes. Like this comment
Mm-hmm.
says it all. Let's go Texans.
Let's go.
Man, it's been a blast. Crenshaw, before we bounce, anything you gotta say to these fans, these haters?
Yes, these fans, these haters, I'm bookmarking you. I'm putting you in my notes because I want to remember you when the
Ooh,
Texans come back. I'm going to remember
I
all
like
the
it.
things you said. Because you're going to act like you ain't said. I'm going to have my receipts ready for you. So just letting you know, I'm putting you on blast right now.
Man, can I show some of your flaming hot Cheetos over there? You spicy today, brother. I like it.
It's the puffs.
Ah,
It's the flaming
the puffs,
puffs.
the puffs.
Yeah,
Man,
it's the
I'm
puffs.
liking it. Uh, well, before we sign out, tell me where people can find you.
You can find me at Fifth Ward Crenshaw. Hit me up.
And you always find me at Cancel Tim Kelly. You can find the podcast, as you can see below the screen, Texans Fan Battle. Make sure you check out our other podcast, the You Don't Know Jack, and the AFC South Fan Battle. And always check out our new network, the Fan Battle Sports Network. We are just teamed up with Prize Picks. Man, I've been winning at least, I think, $80 now. Right now, they're matching whatever you deposit. Just use the promo code FBSN. So, I mean, if you want free money, you know where it's at.
There it is.
But guys, on a serious note, we couldn't do this without you. Saturday's Christmas, so everybody have a wonderful Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Spend time with that family. That's what's most important. And hopefully we get a Christmas miracle and the Texans pull off this upset.
Yep.
Till then, guys, we're humble. Say bless.
Peace.